in a good hand in the Saving Lads with Forks and Knives kitchen, and today I'm going to share with you a delicious cookie recipe straight from head office. Earlier this week I was talking to Marcia, and if you've talked to Marcia before, you know that not a lot distracts her while she's at work. But that afternoon Emily had been making some delicious cookies, and we needed to take a bit of a break so she could try one of those as they came out of the oven. So I felt like I could almost taste them and smell them straight through the phone, and I just had to have the recipe so I could share it with you. I'm not going to pretend that this is one of our healthiest recipes, but I will say this is healthier than most cookie recipes you're probably used to making. Definitely the traditional ones. These are free of cholesterol, any added fats, anything that is not good for our body. We've actually got some healthy nutrients in here, and I'm going to show you how to make that. So the base of our cookies is peanut butter. I love peanut butter cookies. We have here a half cup. You can use chunky peanut butter if you want, or almond butter, whatever you prefer. I'm using smooth today just to give it a go to start with. And peanut butter is high in protein. It's also got some vitamin E, some magnesium, some manganese. It's also got some benefits other than just tasting really good. We also have here a tablespoon of ground flaxseed, and you can also use chia seeds. I do prefer chia if I have it on hand. I didn't today. And all I've done is I've mixed it with 4 teaspoons of water. So, sorry, 4 tablespoons of water to 1 tablespoon of the flaxseed meal. And you just sort of mix it up and leave it for a few minutes, and it gets this sort of binding agent that's going to help our cookies stay together. Chia seeds, flax seeds, complete proteins, really good for your health, really good for your overall well-being, because there's a lot of nutrients going on there. And one thing that we want to remember is that we're not looking for isolated nutrients. We want to find things that have a wide variety of vitamins, antioxidants, phytonutrients, all those things going on in the same foods, and letting them work together, because that's what happens in the body. We don't want to just use things for their isolation, but we want to use them in how they work together and benefit us. So on to our vanilla. We have a teaspoon of vanilla here, but a little bit more than a teaspoon. A pinch of sea salt, a teaspoon of cinnamon, which is really good as an anti-inflammatory, so helping people who have arthritis or inflammation in the body. And then here I have a 1/3 cup of coconut sap sugar. So this is unprocessed, unrefined brown sugar, and it's got sort of like a toasty taste to it. And then we have a cup of rolled oats, really great for fiber, really helps to bind things in the body, move them out. Folate, vitamin E, things that are really good for your health, your hair, your skin, your nails. Love rolled oats. And then 2 tablespoons of dark chocolate chips. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mix the peanut butter, our flaxseed meal here, and our vanilla into a bowl. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention is you're going to want to set your oven to 350, and you're going to want to do it before you start mixing these together, because you're going to want to eat these as quickly as possible. So I've already done that. I've mixed our peanut butter with our flaxseed meal and our vanilla, and I'm just going to add our coconut sugar, our cinnamon, and sea salt. Okay, then I'm going to add in our rolled oats. Now, if you're finding it a bit dry, which sometimes happens when using natural nut butters, you can just add a little bit of water. You don't want the recipe to be sticky, you just want it to be sort of smooth and soft. And once that's all combined, I'm going to add my chocolate chips. And maybe I over-measured there, so I'm just going to put about half of this in there, maybe just a tablespoon. Stir that up. Okay, so once it's all mixed together, I'm just taking the mixture, I'm making small little balls there, maybe about a tablespoon of batter, and I'm just adding them to our cookie sheet here. There's some parchment paper that I've laid down. Now, these don't have to be perfect little balls. They're going to be eaten so quickly you won't even notice what they look like. One thing that Marcia mentioned was that if Emily is feeling especially decadent, she will put a blob of peanut butter on top of the cookies. So I thought I would try some jelly and see what that tasted like. So I just have some organic raspberry jam here that I'm just going to put in the top. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to press a little divot in the top here, add a little bit of jam, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to finish putting these on our sheet here. I'm going to put them in the oven for about 15 to 17 minutes, and I'll show you what I have when we're all done. Yummy, yummy. Our cookies are out of the oven. They smell so good. I can't wait to try them. I added blueberry jelly to about half of them, and they look so good. One thing I'll mention, if you like chewy cookies, take them out around the 13 to 14 minute mark, and if you like them crispy, then leave them in a few more minutes. Everyone has a preference when it comes to cookies. I like mine nice and chewy. These are actually a really great snack that you don't even have to cook. I will say that while I was making them, I ate about 1 cookie worth of dough. There's nothing raw or unhealthy in it that it's going to make you sick if you eat them raw, so you can even use these as a protein ball recipe, put them in the freezer for a few minutes and have a nice cool treat. But we cooked them today. They smell so good. I'm going to give one a try here. I want to thank Marsha and Emily and Amanda in the kitchen at head office for sending me this recipe and letting me share in your delicious treat. I want to thank you for joining me in the Saving Lives with Forks and Knives kitchen, and I hope to see you again soon.